LaxFactor podcast. What is up, pro lacrosse fans? This is going to be the new format for the Pro Lacrosse Show. We're going to actually take U.S. Lacrosse's PLL and MLL notebooks. We're going to show you that article. I'm going to direct you to that article in the comments or in the description down below so that you can actually go check it out. In this case, it was Jack Goods. He posted the PLL Notebook All-Star Game edition. So that is what we're going to do here, is talk about the All-Star Game. As always, before I do, be sure to like and subscribe. Get the word out about the channel. Help us grow. That's the best thing that you can do to try to help us grow. And as always, we also have apparel. So if you want to get yourself some dope lacrosse shorts, t-shirts, hats, whatever, we have LaxFactor hats. We have all sorts of stuff. Maryland flag shorts here. You can go to LaxFactor.com and support us monetarily by getting yourself some swag. So we get into this. I'm going to check the article out now for you. So as we're seeing here, Blaze Reardon, right off the bat, a picture of Blaze Reardon taking part in the fastest shot competition. We'll talk about him a little bit more. I wanted to talk about the overall quality initially. I think this translated well. This All-Star game looked like lacrosse. People complain about the NBA All-Star game. They don't play defense. People complain about the Pro Bowl in the NFL, obviously, because that just does not set itself up well in the sense of they don't want to kill each other. So I think the quality of the PLL All-Star game was that they did go hard. They went 95%. I think the only thing you didn't see was defenders trying to kill the opposing team's players as they normally would. But other than that, the quality itself was solid. As we'll see in a couple of the highlights, we get to see some cool goals. We did see them go hard. We see Will Manny score the game winner. So let's get back to the article and we can kind of rip through. Here is Will Manny giving Team Baptiste the lead in this contest. You're going to see the goal here. Good dodge by Schreiber. It's not even a good dodge. It's just people are turning their heads and everybody else is moving. It was really a decent, quick little offensive set run by Team Baptiste there. And Manny just gets free enough. And that's what you find with Manny. Manny, all he needs to do is get free enough. And he's a sniper for the most part. So that was good for Manny. It's not his first game-winning goal here so far this season. So to do it in the All-Star game's cool. We see Blaze Reardon score a goal as well. For anybody who's familiar with Blaze Reardon, they know this isn't a surprise. Blaze Reardon scores goals in the NLL. He is a very skilled offensive lacrosse player beyond the fact that he's an incredible goalie also. And what you're seeing here is he scored and they're going right back the other way. That's one of the little rules they tested out. So I think they should have quick started that. I don't like how they did it where they paused it and waited for a whistle. Or at least it should have been a quick whistle. Here's another look at the goal. So you got to love that, seeing a goalie get some points here. And then we are going down to the skills competition. I'm not surprised by this, and they had talked about how a bunch of these guys were in the area of 113, 115, but here is a look at what 115-mile-an-hour lacrosse shot looks like. Imagine being the goalie trying to save that. That may have hit him in the stick, but if he had flinched even a little bit. So fastest shot competition goes 115. The skills competition, I wasn't a big fan of. The race was kind of silly and it looked awkward. The equivalent of the slam dunk contest, like the fancy goal scoring competition, that was kind of weird and weak. I wasn't a big fan of that. And we get into watching Rabel's highlight. This was a nice feed. Boom, little bit of around the world to Manny, and Manny kind of tiptoeing into the crease there was good look by him, trying to save that and make sure that he stuck it for Rabel. But nice little around the world crossbody behind the back, as I called it back in my day. I think we see it from another angle. You get to see the whole play here. Boom. Very slick indeed. Very slick indeed, Rabel. So overall, I think the quality was good. I think they played hard. I think they had a good time, and you could tell. I was a fan of their Twitter handles on the back of their jerseys. I thought that was funny. I thought the jerseys were kind of whack. They were a little lame. It looked a little bit too much just like a tie-dye t-shirt. I would have liked to see a slightly more put-together jersey for the game, just because all their other swag is so sick for the most part. But it was a good event. They did a great job putting this together. The telecast was excellent, and seeing Jim Brown and getting to talk. as a Syracuse fan, we're all familiar with Jim Brown as the lacrosse player. We're all familiar with the fact he was one of the greatest players to ever do it. Some still call him the greatest player to ever play. And lacrosse was his first sport, as he always says. And it was nice to see the rest of the lacrosse world that maybe didn't know about Jim Brown's history in lacrosse and only knew him as a football player. It was good to see everybody else get exposed to that same story, as he played football at Syracuse, he played lacrosse at Syracuse, and he trashed on people as a lacrosse player. So I think that was honestly my favorite part of the weekend, because as a Cuse fan, we see this all the time. He shows up at the Dome and he speaks a lot, and they're always talking about him and showing him on the sideline and talking about him. So it was cool that the rest of the lacrosse world got to share in what makes us proud, and just another thing that makes us proud about being Syracuse lacrosse fans. But I'm making all the Maryland fans sick. I apologize. So I am out of here. As always, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel monetarily, you can go to LaxFactor.com and you can get yourself some swag, coffee mugs. We have hats, we have t-shirts, we have shorts like I showed you earlier. And as always, thank you for getting us to above 7,300 subscribers. We're going to try to get above 7,400 by the end of this week. We're going to start putting out a video every day through the rest of this week is the goal, starting with this one today. We're going to do an MLL recap tomorrow, and we're just going to keep rolling and try to put videos out every day from my desk because it's easier. So as always, everybody enjoy. Thank you for watching.